Okay, guys, clock is our enemy now. Time to focus up and know your roles. Trust each other to make the play. Freak, you got the look. Take us home.
Hello?
Hey, Ma, it's me.
Hey, Frequency.
Hi, got you on speakerphone.
Okay, your sister there?
Hey, Mama, I'm right here.
Hey, baby, how you doing?
I'm fine.
Yvette's here too, Mama.
Hi, Mama. How you doing? I'm fine.
Does she have to be here?
Yes. Mr. Pagnotti, the agent I was telling you about, he's in the room too.
How you doing, ma'am?
I'm good. Nice to meet you.
What a pleasure to finally meet the Queen Mother of this young, talented man, even if only by telephone.
That's sweet. Hang on, Frequency. Here comes your father.
All right.
Hey, sorry I'm late. Hope everyone's well.
How you doing,
Daddy.
Mr.
Hey,
P?
Bobs.
I'm doing good.
So let's get to it.
Yeah, let's do this. We all know why we're here. This meeting is strictly confidential, 100% off the record. Didn't happen. We weren't even here. Capiche? Capiche means understand in Italian. Capiche?
Capiche.
Freak insisted that I have his entire family here. And I think it's great that he has a good support system around him. I've been doing this a very long time. And I work with...
Good evening and welcome to the NBA Draft. With the first pick in the NBA Draft, the Minnesota Timberwolves select Karl Anthony Towns from the University of Kentucky. With the second pick in the NBA Draft, the Los Angeles Lakers select D'Angelo Russell from The Ohio State University. With the third pick in the NBA Draft, the Philadelphia 76ers select Jahlil Okafor from Duke University. With the fourth pick in the NBA Draft, the New York Knicks select Kristaps Porzingis from Latvia. With the fifth pick in the NBA Draft, the Orlando Magic select Mario Hezonja from Dubrovnik, Croatia. With the sixth pick in the NBA Draft, the Sacramento Kings select Willie Cauley-Stein. With the seventh pick in the NBA Draft, the Denver Nuggets select Dwayne Wade from the University of Michigan.
Let's do this, young man.
Yes, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Frequency Vibrations. Welcome aboard, young man. Welcome aboard.
Wow. Wow. This is bananas.
Take your time, baby.
Thanks, Ma. Okay, so I first want to thank everyone who made this possible. Mom, Dad, I couldn't have done this without you. I'd like to thank my lady Yvette. My dude, Vic.
Hey, yo, I got you, man. Hey, Harlem in the building all day, yo.
Aye.
Yeah, I love you, man. I love you uptown.
He's like my brother. Oh, gosh. And also, want to thank my sister, Cece, who is also my manager. Swish, love you.
I love you more.
And my agent, Mr. Don Pagnotti himself.
You're the man, baby.
I guess I will take some questions now. Yes, ma'am.
How did you get the nickname Freak?
A lot of people don't know this, but Freak is short for my very first nickname, Frequency Vibrations.
Yeah, true story. I like to introduce our mother so she could tell it.
Go ahead.
You know, Mama.
Tell her, Mama.
No, Mama.
Go get him, Mom.
Thank you, everyone. Frequency and Cece are fraternal twins. And so when I was pregnant, one of them kept kicking and jumping around all the time. So my husband, Pete, put headphones on my belly and played reggae music.
Hence the name Frequency Vibrations.
We shortened it to Freak.
How did you know who was kicking?
A mother knows. A mother always knows.
Are you ready for a photo op?
Yes. All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the next NBA superstar, Frequency Vibrations.
Go ahead, son.
Thank you all for coming. We will be available for one-on-ones in the back. Good job. Well done.
Congratulations, son.
All I do is win, 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 no matter what. Got money on my mind, I can never get enough. And every time I step up in the building, everybody hands go up.
All right. You all know why we're here and what we came to do this year. This is only the beginning of a very long season, but Game 1 means just as much as Game 82. Now, we have some new faces here that I really expect to make an impact for us this season. We've already seen flashes of what they can do for us, but I expect all of you to go out there and execute just like we did in camp. Ain't no more excuses. It's time to get serious. If we play our brand of basketball, there's no telling where this team can go. So get out there, get warm, and let's go win this game.
Here we go, my first NBA game. This is something I've been waiting for my entire life. And to be honest, I'm a little bit nervous. But I know this is where I belong. So I just gotta get out there and do what I was born to do. I hope I can make my family proud.
We're live from Houston, where the crowd is on their feet. Welcome, everyone, to a brand new season of NBA basketball. I'm sure you're as excited as... Changes. Capella's checked in, and it's Monty Eunice in for Michael Beasley. And what a big moment here. We get a glimpse coming off the bench of the first official NBA appearance from Wade.
Yeah, and whether he has friends and family in the crowd tonight or watching at home, I know a lot of people are proud of this young man. He's worked so hard to achieve this goal.
Yeah, and the future's bright for him, Greg. Not just tonight and not just this season, but for years to come.
Taking a look at the Nuggets, Wade in at point guard. Laverne is out there with Arthur. Then there's Harris, and it's Chandler in at the 3. And the Rockets making a change here. Brewers checked in.
And, you know, Denver was not that good against the West last season, but they weren't as bad as you would have thought. Managed to get 19 wins against the rest of the conference, and we know how tough the West is, so that's not shabby.
Uh-oh, a little showboating at the end of that one.
Wade against Beverly. Wade outside. Off target with his 3.
Boy, just by his body language, Kevin, you can tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Yeah, it seemed like he had great rhythm on that. You can see the disappointment in his face.
And here we see the day. And that bucket right there, folks, is the first official NBA basket from Wade.
You know, and there we have it, the first taste of this young man's scoring prowess, showing he can handle NBA defense.
That's exactly right. I mean, it's the NBA that's going to have to show it can handle him, not the other way around. He's ready.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Well, with Freak Clark, there was a question whether he would stay another year in college. Really was a tough decision for him, but he ended up coming out after his freshman year.
And, Kevin, it's really hard to blame a guy like Freak for doing that. I mean, he's clearly NBA ready, and he's putting a lot at risk for every year he stays in school when he could be on the NBA clock. You know, they've scored several times already here in the first quarter down low. I like that.
It's like a running game in football. When you can pound the basketball inside, it also allows you to control the team's transition.
You know, he might be small for a center, but it doesn't really matter because he can jump out of the building.
And the layup is good. Wade's got his second basket.
Speed and agility, guys. I mean, he went right to the defense and took it to the rim.
Beverly dishes to Monty Eunice. Wade brings the double team. Beverly, Wade with the block. But they get it back. Goes back up. Off the iron that time.
I think it's going to be tough for them to trim this deficit if he keeps missing those kinds of shots, Kevin. I mean, they need his points.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Lets the 3 fly. He made that one. Basket number 3 for him. He's also missed 2.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Yeah, shots falling. Off to a very good start offensively as a result.
And here's Harden from deep. Well, earlier we sat down with Freak and asked him about playing in his first NBA game.
You know, I've thought about this moment my entire life.
You know, Clark, you don't see that kind of perspective. Houston with a big group substitution here. Capella's checked in. Smith comes in for Terrence Jones. Michael Beasley, he's checked in for Trevor Ariza. And James Harden subbed in for Corey Brewer. Beverly and Harden, they're the backcourt. Beasley out there with Smith. And it's Capella in at the 5 spot. That's the 5 for Houston right now. All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for Denver.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnover.
You know, adding on to that, they've done a great job of challenging and changing shots in this first half, and they've gotten some blocks as well.
Last season, the Pistons with a shocking move, waving Josh Smith. They bought him out, Clark. You saw that coming when it happened.
Yeah, in essence, Kevin, they paid him $40 million to go home or go away. I'm not sure how you rationalize that as a player, but he landed in a better spot in Houston.
He did. That puts them in the lead. And it's 6 points for Beasley.
Boy, after struggling in the first quarter, he's come alive here in the second.
To the inside. Chandler attacking. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And Josh Smith, best friends since their days playing together in high school, so happy to be reunited on the Rockets.
Smith with a screen on Harris. Shoots from the elbow. Smith, no luck.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
That's good. And it's 9 points for Freak.
And guys, Josh Smith long criticized for taking way too many outside shots. I mean, while he's shown some improvement for long range, I think his inability to play below the free throw line more often, I think, has really hindered his development as a player.
Wade against Beverly. Wade passes to Laverne. Back to Wade. Puts one up from 19. Another miss by Wade. Houston's gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. Beverly wide open. They get it back. And some nice passing there by Houston. And it's Smith missing.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Harden kicks to Beasley. Oh, tried to dunk it home, but drew the foul, and he'll go to the line. That one is on Arthur.
And you know what? Saved what was likely to be a dunk.
And, you know, under the circumstances, Greg, that's a good foul.
And the first half. Well, both sides have assessed what they need. And so it's Denver who comes out on top here. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for them.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Ernie Johnson again, folks, alongside Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille. He simply had a dominant third quarter, and it quickly became apparent he wanted to exert his control over the tempo of the game. And that's it for our broadcast here tonight, but we're just...
Steph Curry and the Warriors next game. I've been looking forward to this for a while now. You know they'll be running and gunning. And Steph's gonna do 2 or 3 things that make you want to stop and stare. But we can't let that distract us. Because if we lose focus for even a second, they'll be up 20. So maybe it's up to me to put on a little show of my own.
It's Friday night, and live on 2K Sports, we're going to bring you the NBA in all its excitement. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg. For the Warriors, Festus Ezeli comes in for Andrew Bogut, and it's Barnes in for Andre Iguodala. Big group substitution here for Denver. So on the floor for Denver, Wade, he's in at the point. Wilson Chandler out there with Laverne. Then there's Harris.
Well, they're fortunate. The defense was taking a big chance leaving him that wide open behind the arc.
And how about Harrison Barnes, the Black Falcon? I mean, he was a high school phenom in Ames, Iowa, and a lottery pick back in 2012 after 2 seasons at Carolina. I remember also in high school he was a teammate of Dougie McBuckets.
Harrison Barnes, of course, went to North Carolina, grew up as a huge fan of former Tar Heel Michael Jordan.
Yeah, you know, interesting, his mother started taping Jordan's games on the VCR years before he was born. His given name, Harrison Bryson Jordan Barnes. How about that for a factoid?
I didn't know that.
Nor did I.
The Warriors making a switch here. Livingston's checked in. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Here's Barnes, and he connects on the jumper. The screen did the trick. Barnes has got his first bucket of the night.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Out to Thompson. Wide open look. The second chance effort. And it's Jokic with the rebound.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Not too much congestion in the lane. I think he could have gotten a better shot that time, no question.
It's Thompson off the drive. An easy 2 points on the layup. Thompson's got 12 points in the game.
And after his last game, really not surprised to see him as hot as he is here tonight.
Wade dishes to Chandler. Harris kicks to Wade. Passes it to Chandler. Here's Arthur. The 19-footer is on the money. Arthur's got his first bucket in this one.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Green kicks to Thompson. Back to Green. Shoots. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
You know what? Sometimes something good can come out of a bad possession.
To the paint. They get a hand on it. There's 49 seconds left here in the first quarter. Out of bounds. Denver takes possession.
Taking a look now at some numbers for Green. Good season for him last year. Last season chipped in 11 points per game, 8 rebounds, and 3 assists. And he does the heavy lifting on the glass, throwing himself into the rebounding battle with just complete effort.
Sure is. I mean, he thinks every rebound is his, and most of them are. That's why he's putting up such big numbers.
Spates checked in for the Warriors. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
That's really a good picture of what not to do on those last 2 possessions. I mean, they're being way too casual with the ball.
It's going to cost them if they keep it up. They need to get back to playing smart basketball.
Move the ball.
Here's Wade. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Wade's got 6 points.
What handles? He broke the D down to the ground with that move.
Got a piece of it. And here we go. Wade heading to the hoop. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. They come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game.
They just weren't challenged. I mean, nearly as much as they should have been in that game, at least when they had the ball.
Yeah, it was a mismatch. I mean, the defense from the start was on its heels.
Neither team able to build. Draymond Green, he's checked in for Maurice Spates. Wade, he's checked in for Denver.
Well, I tell you, the Warriors roster fit together hand in glove. They were led by the Splash Brothers, but the front court and the bench really complemented the rest of the team perfectly because all of the players for the Warriors were extremely versatile and highly skilled.
Iguodala and Green are set at the forward spots. Curry is out there with Livingston, and it's Bogut in at the 5. So that's the group out there for Golden State.
Well, here in the second, not as listless. They're showing some signs of life offensively.
you know, steadying themselves. After a tough start, they're back on track.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Nuggets?
Well, they've come out of that locker room with the hot hand. Those jumpers have been falling for them.
And also defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight, and that also builds confidence and gives you momentum.
As you're talking about the Warriors, you know, they were built to play with each other last year. The bigs could all pass very well, and that set up the three-point threats.
And then even on the defensive side, I mean, they had players that really complemented each other. I mean, some undersized power forwards who countered with rim protectors. I mean, they also had the length at every perimeter position to switch on any play. So they are equally as adept on that side of the ball. Just no resistance inside at all. They are feasting. This is a straight buffet.
It is. It's a big one. And load the plate.
Yeah, exactly. It sure is. Plenty of second opportunities. 8 of their last 10 points from the paint, but the defense still continues to back away and not show any aggression.
How about the concentration? He gets hit, but stays with the play and gets the finish.
Innovation and improvisation right there, Greg. Finding a way to get that shot to fall after taking the contact.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Ezeli's checked in for Bogut. Barnes comes in for Andre Iguodala. And it's Klay Thompson in for Curry. Green passes to Ezeli. Thompson against Harris. Just 5 to shoot. That's a 2 from Barnes. And it's Denver with the rebound. There's 1:40 left in the second quarter. Wade outside. And guys, I would have to say one of the most underrated defensive players in the NBA, Draymond Green. Might not be the case anymore after coming in second in the Defensive Player of the Year voting last year.
Yep, he might not look the part. You know, undersized, but you talk to the scouts and the stat geeks, they'll tell you he's one of the best in the game defensively.
Jokic passes to Wade. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Harris kicks to Arthur. Here's Wade. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Green's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
The Nuggets leading by 4. Wade up top. And another miss by Denver.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Green, the screen. Here's Thompson. Again, the miss by Thompson.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Harris dishes to Wade. Wade missing again. Golden State's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. It's stolen by Harris. The feed to Wade. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. And the second free throw, good. We've got 13 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Here is Livingston. Thompson for the triple. And that one's good. Thompson's got 15 points.
You know, he'll make you scratch your head and throw your hands up as a defender. I mean, you just don't know how to play it.
And it goes out of bounds. The last touch by Wade.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
Curry with a wide open look. And it's all evened up. Curry's got 9 points in the quarter.
And you could tell they had that play ready to go. Well done on the inbound.
It's a tie game.
Yes, Kevin.
Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break. States checked in for the Warriors. Barnes comes in for Andre Iguodala. So out there for the Nuggets right now, Wade, he's in at point guard. Arthur out there with Wilson Chandler. Then there's Harris.
As long as they keep spraying them from deep, we're going to have ourselves one exciting finish.
Yeah, it took them a while, but now they're starting to get into a flow from outside. And boy, is that time. Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
And it's Wade penetrating. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And Golden State gets called for the foul. He's made 3 of his 4 free throw attempts in the game. And he can't get the first one. Tanking is something that all teams that are out of it tend to do. I hate that word, Clark, but it seems to be the one used by a lot. Nuggets didn't really try to hide it last season either.
Well, you know, it certainly looked that way. Right around March, they just started sitting key players for no real reason. They framed it as rest, but it didn't quite look that way.
Here's Thompson. And too long on the shot.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one. Tremendous effort. I mean, this guy has already cracked double digits on the backboard.
And those rebounds lead the team. I mean, he's been the tone setter for him today in terms of work ethic and glass eating.
And guys, for the Nuggets, it seemed to come out of the blue for their players. They all felt fresh, but the press release would say they needed rest. So obviously a bit of miscommunication there.
Ezeli's checked in for Draymond Green.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line. And sometimes when you want something done, you got to do it yourself. That dunks the shot in the arm they need to really cut into that lead.
Well, Greg, it certainly got everybody on their bench up and off their seats and cheering.
Yeah, that could be an instant momentum shift. That certainly was a rim wrecker.
Wade with no one around. Denver gets it back. Jokic passes to Wade. Another miss by Wade. Warriors leading by 8. Curry kicks to Thompson. Good, and Curry gets the assist. And that's now 20 points for Klay Thompson.
And, you know, back to the Nuggets and giving up a bit near the end of the season, miscommunications like that can really bother a player. Still, it's a viable strategy. I don't know if it's viable, but it's a strategy that could pay dividends if executed the right way.
To the middle. Here's Ezeli. That's good. Ezeli's got the lead up to 11 now for the Warriors.
And they're scoring much more efficiently here in the second half, and they've gotten that field goal percentage above 50.
I tell you what, any team will take that. I mean, if you're shooting over 50%, it means you're getting the kind of looks you want on offense, and you're being smart about it, and you're knocking down the good shots that you get.
The Nuggets trail by 9. And it's Wade penetrating. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup. Wade's got 19 points.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Here's Curry. And it's Jokic with the rebound.
And fancy finishes like that look great, but, man, it's embarrassing when you blow them.
The fourth quarter just moments away now. Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for the Warriors. The Splash Brothers are the guards. Iguodala, the 3 with Barnes, the stretch 4. And it's Bogut in at the 5 down low. That's the Warriors' 5. And so they choose to intentionally foul. Good on the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. So it gets them both, and it's an 8-point game. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. It's stolen by Curry. And the foul called on Freak. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
But there was no time really to be selective. Stopping the clock was the priority.
Those free throws are the nail in the coffin, guys.
Arthur sets the pick for Wade. Misses there. So we see the Warriors taking the game.
Yes, Kevin.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin, and now let's move on to the presentation. Stephen Curry. He led the way tonight with a double-double and was a major reason why they won. And folks, that's it for us. Thank you for tuning in. Always a pleasure. For Kenny the Jet Smith, for Shaquille.
What a life, eh, freak?
Tell you about Vic. He has his bad.
Thank you.